Hi there, thank you for joining me for today's Pilates class, and I've got a very special guest. This is my friend Lucy from school.
Hello.
And she's going to be my Pilates model because I still can't exercise. So today's exercise class is going to be a lovely seated warm-up. We're going to be getting our hips moving and our deep core muscles working as well, coming into a bit of side reach as well, so there's some lovely lateral flexion for your spine. After that, we'll be on our backs. We're going to be practicing some of our Pilates series of 5, layering up our exercises to really challenge our neuromuscular system and our coordination. Coming into climb the tree as well. So great if you're feeling really tight around your hamstrings and the back of your pelvis. And then we'll be finishing off on our fronts just to get some lovely extension in. So I'm going to be directing Lucy, and hopefully the cues that I give her are really going to help you with your practice and help you be really precise and enjoy the class as well. So Lucy, we're going to start in our lovely sitting correctly position. So with long frog feet here, if that doesn't suit you, you can take your feet hip distance apart with your knees hip distance apart. But I think for you, Lucy, feet together and try and let your knees relax out to the side. Okay, so now we're going to think about a piece of thread lifting it through the crown of the head. Very good. And you can take your hands onto your shins or onto your knees if you can't reach. Keep your shoulders back, and we're just coming into a pelvic tilt. So all we're going to do is tuck the tailbone under. Yeah, perfect. And then lift up nice and tall. So keeping the movement fairly small, we'll start going into our breath with this. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Do you want to say watch going? Yes. And again, tuck and lift. And now think about what's going on in your jaw. There's quite a lot of tension in there. And sit nice and tall, lifting up. Good. And again, tuck and lift. So this movement is just giving us a really nice warm up around the lumbar spine. I know some of you hold some tension through there. If you suffer from achy backs, this is just a gorgeous one to get that movement. Now, Lucy, can you feel that you're making this movement bigger as you get warmer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we can just start going into a bit more of a movement here. Tucking, exhale, inhale, lifting up. Excellent. 2 more times. And lifting tall, very nice. And final one, tuck and lift. So we're now sitting super tall. Relax your shoulders down and take your hands out to the sides, fingertips just resting on the floor. Coming into a single floating arm. So what you're doing is lifting one arm up and out to the side. That's it, keep your body totally still. Pause here. Inhale, take the arm down. Very good. And let's go to the side. So as we do this, we're trying to keep the legs nice and still. And imagine the scapula, so the shoulder blade, moving on the back of the spine, just rotating round. Does that feel okay?
Feels good.
How does it feel in your hips?
My hips are fine, yeah.
Good. All right, and again, out to the side and lift. Inhale and down, and we're just alternating sides, warming up through this shoulder joint. Perfect. 2 more times to each side, timing this with our breath. Good, you're keeping a nice strong core. It's very tempting to tuck back on this one. You're doing a brilliant job. Are you breathing?
Yep.
Good. Last one to each side, or until you're even. And again, lift and down. We'll do one last one on your left side because you did start with your right arm. Lift and down. Now we're taking this into a side reach sitting. So we're doing exactly the same movement. So lift one arm up into your single floating arm and then keep on lifting up and over. So you're lifting up and out of your waist, bend the supporting elbow, keep that right knee down. Yes. Now restack all the way up. Bring the arm down, we'll go to the other side. So imagine floating arm first, don't move your body yet, and then up and over. That's so much better on that side. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can tell that Lucy's got some tightness on one side, not so much on the other. So we're going to try and ease that out. So arm up and over. Keep that knee down. Okay, we're going to keep on going up and over. So you can see Lucy's doing a beautiful lateral flexion. She's keeping herself nice and upright. So there's no forward movement, there's no backward movement, there's no rotation either. Very good. And again, up and over. Restack and down. Perfect. 2 more times to each side. See if you can get any further over with this. So this lateral flexion is a lovely one for keeping our spine nice and mobile. Think about what's going on with your chins. Are you dropping your chin down? Last one to each side. I think actually no, you keep starting with your right arm, don't you? Yeah. Okay, we're going to make yourself even. So one last one to each side after this. Up and over. Think about keeping your knees down. Last one over to the other side. Up and over. Very good. Knee down. Yeah, and through. Fantastic. Okay, so you're feeling all right with your legs and hips in this position?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if you do need to move your hip legs at this point, you can pop your feet on the floor. You can probably see that Lucy's got 2 cushions underneath her just to help with her sitting nice and tall. And you can take those away if you don't need them, or reduce the height, or increase the height if you want. Right, coming into a bow and arrow sitting, you're keeping your feet in your long frog position. You'll find that lovely tall position that we just practiced. That's great. So lifting it through the crown of the head and through the breastbone, and then lift your arms up so that your palms are facing each other out in front. That's great. Check that you haven't brought your shoulders forward. Take the shoulders back. Think about settling them down the back of the spine. And to take an inhale, we're moving with our right arm first. As we exhale, draw the right elbow back, turn your head to watch your right elbow, then open the arm out, and then keep the arm long as you bring it back to your start position. Very good. I'm going to, on the other side, draw the elbow back, turn your head to watch the elbow. Good. Open the arm, keep the arm long as you sweep the arm back. We're going to keep on going like this. As we do this, we're going to continue lifting up through the spine, lifting it through the crown of the head. Superb. Is there any difference between the 2 sides for you?
Not that I can feel, I'm sure there is.
Okay, good. So this is a lovely movement to focus on opening out through the front of the shoulder and the chest. By working the shoulder like this, we're strengthening the back of the spine, so it's going to help with posture. And we're also getting that lovely rotation in through the body. And keep on going like this for a few more. Timing it with our breath. Lucy's doing a great job of keeping the other arm up. So if you find yourself bringing the other arm down, just try and lift it up a little bit. So working that static arm quite a lot as well. Good. Final one. Back and open and through. Now, I'm going to do 6 more on each side, but you have the option of adding in these 1 kilogram hand weights. There you are, 1 in each hand. So now it's going to be very tempting to drop the opposite arm down. You're going to keep that arm up. Think about lifting underneath the shoulder and underneath the arm rather than hanging from the top. So back into our bow and arrow, we're doing 6 to each side. Nice and slowly, timing this with our breath. Keeping your knees relaxed. Is there any difference for you here?
It's harder.
Okay.
Good hard.
Good hard, yeah. That's a good way of doing it. So it's not hurting, but you're feeling that you're working.
Yeah.
Lovely. Great. And again, back, open and sweep. Keeping the other arm nice and high. Well done. So at this point, it's very tempting to bring your shoulders up around your ears. So if that's happened yet, drop them back down. And again, back, open and sweep. 2 more to each side. So we're keeping it slow and controlled, still moving with the breath out to open, in to return. And our final one, keeping the other arm up. And last one, it's so nice to hear the birds in here as we're doing Pilates. And bring the arms back through and down. Very good. Pop your weights down by your side. You're now going to remove one of your cushions. So you're going to take the big foam block from underneath you. We've got a bit of spread attached. So we're going to take that out and then sit on the little foam pad. So we're coming into some really nice hip mobility work now, and you're going to need your squishy Pilates ball. So you're taking your feet back through to hip distance apart with your knees bent. Lovely. And then one heel is going on the ball. The ball goes underneath your foot. You're going to lean back slightly so your weight is onto your hands. Okay. And now what you're doing is sliding that leg away and lengthening, drawing the toes up towards the ceiling and getting a lovely length down the back of the leg. And then draw that leg back in. Great. So trying to send the leg away in direct line with your hip. It might feel like a really easy one, but we're working quite hard through the hips and the knee to maintain a lovely neutral alignment. So this should feel quite easy for you. You're getting this lovely flexion at the knee and the hip, as well as that control. I'm doing 6 on this leg, and then we're going to take the arms away. Think about what your right shoulder's doing. Yeah, good. One last one. And draw that leg back in. Nice. So now we're taking the arms away. Arms go out in front of you. You're using your deep core muscles a lot more, and now 6 more slides like this. Okay, so try and fully extend that leg. Opening out, drawing back in. Are you feeling that your alignment's okay?
I think so.
Okay, good. And again. 2 more times. And last one. And drawing back in, well done. Okay, now we're adding in a rotation. So slide that leg away. Now rotate the leg so the toe goes open. Ooh, control. Draw back in that position. And then knee comes back in. It's a single zigzag leg. So keep your arms lifted. Slide, open. Yes, that's it. And through. Think about your shoulders. Keep your shoulders down. Exhale, slide. Exhale, rotate, open. Inhale, return. Inhale, back in. You've got a lot more control now. That feeling all right? Mm-hmm. So I'm used to this taking a little bit longer because my legs are longer than you. Yes. Draw back in. Good. 2 more times. So try and keep your arms raised. This looks like it's taking a bit more concentration.
It is.
Good. Last one. Lucy's doing a great job of keeping the other leg still, which is what we want. Bring the knee in. Well done. Pop that leg down. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other leg. So pop that leg to the side. Is there any difference between your 2 legs and how they feel?
No, not
okay.
fully.
Great. So 6 single leg slides with your hands on the floor supporting your body. Okay. Keep the other leg bent. Knee, foot on the floor, not knee on the floor. So remember, sliding away in alignment with the hip, drawing back in with control. We exhale, slide. Inhale, return. Good. So this is one of those exercises that doesn't feel like you're doing much, but we're just trying to teach our bodies that lovely movement pattern. Some of you might also struggle with that alignment. It just depends on who you are and what your habits are. Great. Try not to clench your foot. That's better. And last one. Well done. And draw back in. Now bring your arms up. Keep the other leg still, and we'll do 6 more like this. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, return. Good. Okay, you're moving your body a bit. So remember, this movement is just coming from the leg. There should be no movement through the rest of the body. We're keeping our muscles static. Great. And again, 2. And our last one, sliding away. Well done. Draw back in. Let's add in that rotation. So slide that leg away as we exhale. Exhale, open to the side. Yes, draw back in and return. Now you're moving your arms. Lift it through the breastbone. Open out. Draw back in and return. So this is a really nice opportunity for you to feel whether you've got more rotation at one side than the other. Does it feel all right for you? Any difference?
Yeah, maybe a bit stiffer on the right.
Yeah, I would say so. You're tending to move your body as well when you do your right.
Right hand is going walkies.
I know. So it's quite a lot to concentrate on this one, just by adding in that rotation. Think about what your left leg is doing as well. Are you moving that leg as a counterbalance? That's it. Good. We'll do one last one after this. Make this the best one yet. That's it. Slide, open, draw back in and return. Good. Okay, take your hands back down onto the floor. Now going to squeeze our legs together and pop both feet on the ball. Great. Knees squeezed together. Lift it through the breastbone. Hands behind you to support your weight. We're doing 8 leg slides. Exhale, slide. Inhale, return. Now, as we bring the legs back in, I would like you to think about the power coming from your middle rather than just the quads. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Keep your knees glued. Okay, so when you hear that, you're probably kind of pulling the entire ball. We're trying to roll the ball rather than pull. Back in. Great. Okay, 3 more.
I feel like the ball's running away from me.
Do you? Okay, how much weight are you putting through? Are you really putting all your leg weight on?
No.
Okay. Maybe put a little bit more weight on the ball
Weight.
so it doesn't... That's better.
Okay.
And back through. Now we're doing 8 without the arms. If you want to keep your hands on the floor, that's fine. But Lucy is super strong, so we're going to keep the legs together and take the arms away. Great. So we're now disassociating the hips from the body. Breathe. Yes. Are you breathing through your nose? Okay, good. Exhale, slide. Keep your body still. The movement is just coming from the legs in and out. And again, slide and return. Perfect. 3 more. Doing really well. Good. And 2. Well done. And last one, sliding away and return back in. Very good. Take your feet off the ball. Okay, so what I'd like you to do after the ball, you're going to come around so that your feet are here and you're sitting on the bottom, on your bottom on the cushion. Okay, so like I'm sitting basically.
Okay.
So your feet are on the floor and you should have that little support underneath your coccyx just to protect it. Coming into our pelvic rock backs, your hands are going to go behind the thighs, keeping the feet hip distance apart, lifting through the crown of the head to begin. So just glance at yourself. Can you lift any high? Yes, so that's the lovely start position we want. And you're going to tuck the tailbone and just start to go back slightly, keeping your legs where they are. Well done. So we get that lovely C curve in the spine. Pause there, don't let your knees fall in, and then send your breastbone towards me and restack your spine all the way up. That was great. So we're going to keep on doing that. Exhale, tuck back, keep your legs nice and strong. So you can see Lucy's got this beautiful C curve that you're trying to find as well, and then lifting all the way tall as if that piece of thread is lifting through the crown of the head. Okay. And lifting up. Well done. Okay, 4 more times. Now, Lucy has got her feet down on the floor because she's got really good ankle mobility. Some of you might prefer to have your toes off the floor and keep just the heel on the floor, but you can pop your feet down if you want. Think about the knees, keeping the knees nice and still as we go into this movement. Lifting up, and one last one. Okay, we're going to practice this next. That was so good through that lumbar spine and all the way up. Now we're going to do this with your arms in the air, with the ball between your hands. So you're now trying to keep the ball lifted and you're going back, keeping your knees hip distance apart, don't let your knees fall in, and then fully restack. Can you feel anything going on in your body?
I feel like my abs are working quite hard and my hip flexors are doing something as well.
Okay, so if your hip flexors are really squeezing, try using your bottom.
Okay.
So try squeezing your bottom a bit more to try and turn off those hip flexors. That's great. And all the way up. Doing a much better job of keeping your legs hip distance apart now. And 2 more times. Tuck and rock back. And lift. Left knee. Last one, back. And lift nice and tall. That was superb. So we're now adding in a single arm fly. You have the option of doing this with a hand weight. We'll try it without the hand weight and then we'll go in. So arms out in front just like before. You're going to go back into that pelvic roll back. Pause here. Now open your right arm out towards the window without moving your body. That's good. Draw back in. Breathe. Left arm towards the wall. Yeah. Back through and then lift nice and tall. So this is a pelvic roll back with a single arm fly. We're going to go one more time, then we're going to see if Lucy can do this with the hand weights. Keep your body still. Yeah, shoulders down away from ears. Very tempting to lift the shoulders up here. Onto the other side. Good with your legs. Back in and lift tall. Can you do this with the hand weights?
I'll give it a go.
Great. Okay, let's go. Tuck and roll back. Right arm first. Any difference?
It's harder, but again, it's good hard.
Good. And then the other side. That's it. Very nice. Good legs and all the way back up. So we're going to do 2 more sets like this. Keeping the knees hip distance apart. You can see Lucy's keeping that lovely C curve as we open the arm and to the other side. And then all the way up. Very nice. One last one. Tuck and roll back. Open. That's good. Looking really nice. Open again. All the way back and lift it all the way through. Very good. Okay, we're now adding in a double arm fly. You can choose whether to do this with the hand weights or without the hand weights. Oh, we're going with, okay. So we're going to do 8 of these all together. So exactly the same principle. You tuck the tailbone as you exhale. So we're going back as we exhale. And then as we inhale, we open both arms out. Don't be tempted to move your body. Bring the back in, lift all the way through. It's going to be working through these deep core muscles. So we're now combining these exercises. The additional weight means that there's more load on your core. And then all the way up. Fab. Nice and smooth. Exhale, roll back. Exhale, open. Inhale, arms back. Inhale, lift. Nice and tall. Don't skimp on that coming back. Back and open. Inhale and lift. Superb. 4 more times. It's very tempting to go fast when you know the end's in sight. Let's not.
It's not in sight.
No. 3 more. Back. Open. And lift. Superb. Last one here. Tuck. Open. A great deep core exercise. Back. And lift all the way up. Well done. Pop the weights down. That was great.
Ooh.
Superb. Let's put the weights to the side. And we're now coming into our roll-up, starting from a seated position. And you can use whatever props you need. I'm going to get Lucy to do this with the band around her feet first of all. And then depending on how she gets on, we can get rid of the band. So lengthen your legs out. Great. Hip distance apart-ish. And then take the band. Make sure it's wide. And then hold one end of the band in each hand. So we're starting off sitting super tall. Now, you might like to move the cushion from underneath you. For those of you who've got a really deep lumbar curve, it's a nice idea to put the cushion into that lumbar curve on the floor. Lucy doesn't need it, I don't think. And you're going to start nice and tall. Have a little bit of slack in the band. Yep. And we're doing that same principle. Tuck the tailbone and then bone by bone, lengthen yourself down onto the floor. Yeah, that's great. Keeping your legs heavy on the floor until your head goes down. Excellent. Let's take a breath in here. And then as you breathe out, tuck the chin, imprint through and lift up bone by bone. Yes, good. And then fully lift up all the way up to the top. That was great. How did it feel?
I'm glad I've got the band.
Okay, we're going to keep on going. So if you feel like you don't need the band, you can get rid of it. Lucy's going to continue with the band and we'll see how we go on. So tuck and roll. We're aiming for this lovely sequential movement as we go back. That was better than your first one. Take a breath in at the bottom. And then as we exhale, we nod the chin, imprint the spine and lift all the way up. Yes, so we're trying to get, sorry, I hit your foot. Trying to get that lovely, nice, tall movement. Good. And again, tuck and roll back. Bone by bone. Lovely. So we're working on our sequential flexion and extension of the spine in this exercise, working on the deep core as well. The band is a great aid for this one, if you need it. Great. And all the way up. Do you think you can give it a go without the band? You don't have to.
Try.
You give it a try? Okay. So, arms out in front now. Lovely. Shoulders down. Tuck and roll. Lovely. Okay, so you can take your arms up overhead into a ribcage closures behind you. Take your breath in here. And now sweep the arms up, nod the chin, imprint the spine and reach your arms towards me. Lift, there we are, great. And sit super tall, that was amazing. One more time like this. Tuck and roll back. Really lovely. All the way back. Arms go over. Take your lovely deep breath in. Sweep the arms up, nod the chin in print and lift all the way towards me. All the way, great, all the way back up. Very nice, well done. That was good. So you're going to take the band away now and bring yourself into your relaxation position. So just scoot yourself away up towards me. Take the little head cushion, pop it underneath your head and back onto your back. Okay, so your feet are on the floor, your knees are bent, feet hip distance apart. Let's relax the shoulders down by your sides and go straight into a little pelvic tilt. So just a tiny pelvic tilt here, Lucy. So we're going to roll back to imprint the spine and then arch away, nice and gently. And this is basically what we did when we started. So can you just move your head towards the wall a little bit? You're about a little bit out of alignment, that's better. Good, so we're going to roll and rock away. So this is a great one to do first thing in the morning if you find yourself waking up feeling a bit stiff and achy. And ideally, as you get a bit warmer, you'll get a bit more movement in. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, jaw released. Well done. Is that feeling nice?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's go 3 more times here. Tuck and arch. Good. Keep your legs nice and level. Last one. And then back through to our start position. Great stuff. Now, putting your hands onto your hip bones, coming into our knee openings. So with this knee opening, you can choose which side to start on. You're going to keep the opposite leg completely still and keep your pelvis in neutral. Okay. So as we exhale, we open one knee out to the side, rolling on the edge of the foot. That's good. Keep your pelvis still. Use your hands to tell you what's going on. Draw that knee back in. That was great. Let's go to the other side. So a nice, simple exercise that is really lovely for the mobility of the hips. And again, open, return. Super duper, open and return. So you may feel like, Lucy, that you've got more movement on one side than the other. Lucy, which side do you think you've got more movement on?
My left.
Yes. Correct. Great. So you should be feeling a little bit of core connection here, but you're not overly tensing because there's not too much load going on through your body. Lovely. Last one to the left side, opening out and draw back in. Well done. Right, this is where it gets a little bit more coordination-y. We're coming into our zigzag legs lying down.
Right.
Usually we do this sitting when you can see your legs, but lying down you have to work a lot more on that mind-body connection. So, hands stay on your hip bones. We're going to start with our feet, making sure they're level with each other. As we inhale, you're going to open both legs out at the same time, so parting your legs here. Now, as we exhale, slide the legs away, lengthening through the legs, keeping them still out-turned. Yeah, lengthen the legs as much as you can. Now, as we inhale, we rotate from the hips to bring the knees and toes in. And then keep this internal rotation as you draw the legs back in. Use your deep core muscles here. Very nice. Let's repeat that. So we inhale to rotate. Okay. Exhale to slide the legs. Inhale to rotate the legs in. And then exhale, draw the legs in. You should feel you're working your core quite a lot on that drawing back in. Keeping your spine in neutral. So it's very tempting to arch your spine away from the mat in this one. But let's keep our spine in neutral. Good. Rotate in and draw back in. Well done. And again, open and slide. Draw back in. Sorry, rotate in and draw back in. Perfect. Okay, let's go 3 more times here. So again, an excellent exercise for our hip mobility, but now we're challenging our deep core muscles as well because we've got to keep our trunk still whilst our legs are moving. Good. And draw back in. Well done. Final one here. Open, slide, rotate in and draw the legs in. Well done. Take your legs back through to hip distance apart. Okay, take your arms up in the air so your fingertips are pointing up towards the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, and we'll come straight into a double knee fold, moving one leg at a time. Okay, so let's breathe in to prepare and then breathe out. Fold one knee in, keeping the angle of the knee the same. Keep that leg there, and then bring the second leg up and in. Great, you should be feeling that your deep core muscles are working. Take leg one down, yep, and leg two down. Okay, we're going to keep repeating this, working with alternate legs. Yes, so bring the other leg in first. Excellent. Engage through the middle, bring that second leg up, lower down and lower down. Lovely. Okay, let's keep on going. Exhale, exhale to lift. Inhale, inhale to lower. And again. That's it. Lower and lower. Fab. 4 more sets. Good. And again. Brilliant. So we're keeping the angle of the knee exactly the same, which you're doing a great job of, Lucy. And down. And down. Well done. Okay, legs are back to hip distance apart. Take the cushion out. Sorry. Yeah, so it's fine. Keep your legs there. Take the cushion out from underneath your head and clasp your hands there instead. So you should be able to see your elbows out of the corners of your eyes. So don't let your elbows flop down so much. Make sure your legs are nice and strong, and we're coming straight into our curl up. All right, so head is supported by your hands. There should be no strain through the neck. We exhale and we curl up. Gaze goes between your knees. Don't be tempted to rock your spine back and then lower back down. Okay, so we're going to try and keep the pelvis still. This movement is just coming from the top of the spine. That's better. Good. You feel that muscle at the front working?
Yep.
Great. We're going to do 12 of these. Yeah. So let's slow it down a little bit, Lucy. Let's try and add that little pause at the top. Good. And we're keeping our legs super still as we do this. And again, lift and lower. That's it. Brilliant. And lower. Good. I think we've got 3 more, but I lost count. 1 and 2. That's it. And our last one here, curling up, gaze goes between your knees. That looks lovely. And down. Great. Could you feel anything going on there?
Yes.
Okay, let's add in the double knee fold. So you're now going to come into your curl up. This is like a 4-part movement. No, it's not. It's like a 6-part movement. We curl up. Keep your head supported by your hands. Okay, now lift leg 1 up, leg 2 up. Yes, leg 1 down, leg 2 down, and then lower back down onto the floor. Okay, so you should have no strain in your neck. That's it. Lift, lift. Very nice. Down, down, and through. Good. Keep your legs as still as you can when they're not meant to be moving. That's it. Down and through. Are we still breathing?
Yes.
Great. Okay, I'm going to do 4 more sets like this, but if you do need a rest at any point, you can have one. And down. Good. And again, lift. Superb. And we'll do 2 more sets here. Curling up, lift, lift, down, down, and lower. 1 last one. That's it, good. Down, down, and lower onto the floor. Superb. How was that?
Good.
Excellent. We're now going to add in an oblique twist, and this is going to get our internal and external obliques working. You're going to correct me if I'm wrong. These are the muscles that surround the rib cage. Is that right?
And lower, and the abdomen.
And the abdomen. Okay, so Lucy is a anaesthetist. I can't say that word, so she knows all about the body, probably more than me. So, going to come into our curl up once again. Okay, and now legs into double knee fold. 1, 2. So this is our start position. Okay, you're now going to twist to the side to bring the elbow across the opposite knee. Lovely. Lower back down and straight over to the other side. So you're maintaining the curl up. We're exhaling to come into that oblique curl up. Very nice. Inhale down. Now what Lucy is doing, and she doesn't mean to, she's moving her legs and knees in. So keep these legs and knees completely still. That's it. Better. So it's now just coming from the abdomen and the rib cage rather than the knees coming in. Okay. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. Let's do one last normal one to each side like this. You feeling all right?
Yeah, it's hard, but yeah.
Okay, last one. And then head back onto the floor and lower your legs down. 1, 2. Great. Was that all right?
Yeah.
Let's add in an extra layer of coordination. So back into your curl up, into your double knee fold. 1, 2. Now you're going to come into your oblique twist and then reach your left arm forward on the outer side of the thigh.
That's my right arm.
Hang on, no. Yeah, left arm. That's it. So you're reaching across the leg. Hand goes back behind the head, and then do the same to the other side. So we twist and then we reach the arm forward. As you reach your arm, try and twist a little bit more. Yes. Hand back behind the head. Keep on going. So twist and reach. Yes, back and through. So layering up our exercises means we've got to work a lot harder in terms of coordination. We've got to keep that lovely still leg. You keep on moving the legs. That's it. And back through. So there should be quite a lot of load now on your spine.
Yeah.
Lovely. And twist again. And reach. Let's go one last one to each side. And reach, keeping your legs still. Final one to the side, don't speed up. Okay, now let's add in an extra layer. Have a rest. You all right? You can feel that? Okay, so we're now going to do the same. So back into your start position of double knee fold and a curl up. Come into your oblique twist. And now as you reach your arm, you're going to take the opposite leg onto the floor as well. That's great. Bring the knee back up as you take the hand back behind the head. Twist over to the other side. So twist and reach. Yes. So now Lucy's got the movement in. Simultaneous taking the leg down as we reach the arm. Is that a bit harder in terms of coordination?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're wobbling around quite a lot. Let's try and reduce the wobble and make this movement really precise and controlled. I know I'm asking a lot. We didn't practice this either. So lift the legs up a bit. And again, twist and reach. Good. Back in and centre. 2 more times to each side. That's it. Try not to rush. Last one to each side here. Doing a great job. So this is a lovely one for your deep core muscles, combining the movements of coordination. Just like you to extend that knee a little bit more. That's better. And we've got that lovely precision. Back through to centre, lower down, take your legs down, 1, 2. Well done. Feeling that?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. So have a little hip roll from side to side. So a nice little relaxation movement. Knees go over, you're getting that lovely rotation through the spine, back through to centre, straight over to the other side. Good, back to centre. This looks so different on one side than the other. Does it feel it?
Yes. I'm just not even, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're very right-handed, aren't you?
Yes,
yeah.
right-footed, yeah.
Yeah. Good. One last one to each side here, and then we'll go into our next exercise where we're combining a leg lift and lower. It might be, well, it depends on how tight your hamstrings are about how this one's going to feel. Lovely, back through to centre. Okay, so take your legs back to hip distance apart. Yes, knees still bent. Hands back behind your head into your curl up position. So bring your legs into, yourself into curl up and then your knees into double knee fold. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is lengthen one leg towards the corner of the wall and then lower that leg down smoothly to tap the heel on the floor. Very good. Lift the leg back up, bring the knee in. Okay, ooh, that looked quite tight. Let's go through the side. So we're exhaling, lengthen the leg. Exhale, lower that leg, keeping the leg as long as possible. Inhale, lift the leg up as one long piece and back in. So lengthen the leg, lower the leg to tap the heel on the floor. Lift the leg, that's it, and back in. It's actually a lot smoother for Lucy on the left leg. It looks a bit tight on that side. Does it feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, so exhale and lower. Inhale, return. Superb. And again, exhale, lower. So you've got a lovely stability for your head and your neck provided by your arms. Last one to each side. And final one. Lower that leg, good. Back and in. Take your legs down and have a rest. How was that?
Hard work.
Yeah, you did that really well, but you can definitely see a difference between the two sides. So we're going to come into our climb the tree prep now. So take the head cushion back underneath your head. You're keeping one foot on the floor here and then fold the other knee in and clasp your hands behind your thigh. Okay, so your aim is to keep your thigh still, and all we're doing now is extending the knee. So you're lengthening that leg up towards the ceiling and then bend the knee back down. Good. So how does this feel in your body, Lucy?
It's okay, but my hamstrings are quite tight.
Yeah, so can you feel the hamstring, particularly when you're lengthening?
Yes.
Some people might feel this in the hamstrings if, like Lucy, you're tight. Other people might feel it into the pelvis. Okay, so ideally, as you warm up, you'll get a little bit more movement. I can see a bit of a difference already.
Yes.
Good. So this is a lovely one if you are a runner or a walker, just to get that movement in.
I'm a typical runner who doesn't stretch enough.
Yes. It is hard though when you've got a really busy life and children. Okay, 3 more times on this leg. So we're doing a great job here of keeping the other leg totally still. Lovely. And last one on this side. Lengthening the leg up. Well done. And bend the knee in. Perfect. Okay, pop that foot back on the floor. We're going to do the same on the other side for 12. Okay, don't let this knee fall out. Okay, so exhale, lengthen. Inhale, return. Is there any difference on this side for you?
Less stiff.
Okay.
From the start.
Yeah. And again, lengthen and in. Let's go 6, I think.
That right?
Yeah. And 3, 2, brilliant. And our last one, lengthening the leg, ooh, and draw back in. Pop that foot onto the floor. You're now going to take the first leg back in, clasp the hands behind the thigh. Now we're combining this with a curl up and a walk up the leg to make this into a full-on climb the tree. It's quite hard to explain. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, lengthen that leg, and now start climbing up the leg with the hands as you come into your curl up. Your aim is to get your hands around your ankles. Yeah, that's it. Pause here, take a breath in. Now reverse the movement, walk down your leg. Very good at keeping that leg lengthened. Lower yourself back onto the floor and then bend the knee. That was great, well done. Exhale, lengthen. And now keep that leg long as you curl up and climb your leg. Is that a nice stretch?
Yes.
Good. Pause here, lower down, keep the other leg completely still. And bend the knee. Well done. And again, lengthen and climb up. Lower back down. I can see this getting better for Lucy each time. You just can get a little bit further and a bit more smooth as well. Good. Yes. And down. Yep. And final two on this side. Lengthen and curl up. That's it. Lower down. And our last one now. Lengthen and start to come all the way up. That's it. Yes. And lower back down. And then bend the knee. That was great. Pop that foot onto the floor. Okay, can you feel any difference between the two legs?
Yes, that feels much looser now.
Good, lovely. So let's go on the other side now. Going to do the same on this side. So we exhale, lengthen, and then curl up and climb that tree. Well done. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and then walk back down. Keep that leg long as you come back onto the floor. That's it. And then bend the knee. Well done. And again, lengthen and lift. Good. Okay, so Lucy's moving this opposite leg a little bit, so let's try and keep that leg nice and strong. That's it. That's good. You're nearly reaching your toe now.
I'll never quite get to my toe.
Bend the knee, and we'll do 2 more times here. That's great. Bend the knee, and we'll do one final one. Lengthen the leg and start climbing up. That's it. There we are. Good. Pause at the top, lower down. Bend the knee. Fantastic. Good. Pop that foot back onto the floor. Well done. That was great. Okay, we're coming into our single leg stretch. So we're going to finish off this section of our class with our series of 5 because you've not done enough core already. Yes. So you're coming into your double knee fold. So bring your legs in one at a time. But remember, you can pause and have a rest if you need to. Bring your feet together and take your knees slightly further apart. Take your hands either side of the knees. Yeah, and then come into your curl up. So your gaze is going between your legs. Lovely. Okay. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in here. And as we exhale, we lengthen one leg away towards me. Bring the other knee in with your hands. Yeah, use both hands. Inhale, come back to your start position. And exhale, swap the legs over. So this leg comes towards me, you'll bring the other knee in. Well done. Pointing this toe slightly. And let's keep on going like this. Keep your shoulders completely still. That's it. And try and make this as smooth and flowing as you can. And lengthen. That's it. Fully lengthen this leg away. Now let's try and make it a little bit more brisk.
It's rare that you tell me to go quicker, Ellie.
I know. You just like slow down, Lucy. Lengthen in everything in life. Lengthen away. That's good. Yes. So you should be feeling that you've got a little bit of connection in your core here to maintain that curl up.
Yes.
Yeah. And as you bring the knee in, rather than using the hands to keep your curl up, the knees your hands are just guiding the knee in towards the shoulder. It's looking really nice. What I'd like to make sure is that when you're lengthening that leg, you're fully lengthening it away. You're doing that on the left, but on the right, you're just stopping before you're fully extended. Good. Okay, let's go one last one to each side. Lovely. And then bring the knees back in, place your head down onto the floor, have a little rest here. Turn your head from side to side. Ah, well done. Okay, so from here, we're coming into our double leg stretch. We're going to start off with our double leg stretch prep, and then we might go into our full double leg stretch.
Okay.
Looking forward to that. So back into double knee fold with your legs, knees apart, heels together. Coming into your curl up as well. And now lengthen your arms so that your palms are facing down and your arms are mid-thigh level. So lift your arms slightly. Great. Now you're maintaining this position with your upper body, and then you're going to inhale, keep your heels together and lengthen both legs towards me, gluing the inner thighs together. Well done. and then draw back in, knees come apart, so like a frog leg. We're going to do 5 more of these. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. Good. Keep that lovely curl up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. 3 more. Are you feeling all right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And 2. Well done. Keep the chin tuck. And last one. Lengthen and return. Well done. Hug those knees in. Place your head down if you need a rest. Ooh, something clicked. Turn your head from side to side. Release the neck. We're now going to, and this is optional, add in our arm circles to turn this into a full double leg stretch. So same start position. In your double knee fold, heels together, knees apart, palms facing down, heels together, knees. So now as we inhale and lengthen the legs towards me, you're taking your arms directly back into your rib cage closure. Lovely. So full leg lift and then circle the arms around and bring your knees back in. That was great. Can you do that again? 5 more. Yeah. So rib cage closure, arms go back, lengthen away, circle the legs round, arms round. I'm getting confused. Bring the knees in. I'm amazed you're following these instructions. Lengthen everything away on the inhale. Circle the arms around as you bring back in. Maintain that curl up, Lucy.
Okay.
Chin tucked in. And again, arms back, legs away, circling in. Fantastic. Just 3 more. 3 more perfect ones, please. Great. And 2. Great. You've got it now. Last one here. Lengthening away and draw back in. That was fantastic. Hug your knees in. Have a rest. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. Crisscross prep. You should find this super easy now that we've really warmed up your core. Legs back into a double knee fold position. Okay. Hands behind your head and then come into your curl up. Yes. Now, we're coming across in that oblique twist like before. So elbow to opposite knee. And as you do this, we're lengthening the opposite leg away. There we are. And then return back to your start position and then repeat to the other side. So twisting across the body, lengthening the leg away. Lovely smooth flowing movements, keeping your head supported. Great. So you're moving through your pelvis quite a lot. So let's try and keep the hips still. Single leg lengthen, that's better. And back in. And again, twist and through. So feeling this in the obliques again. Lengthen, return. Lengthen, return. Good. 2 more times to each side. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, return. Lengthen, return. Last one to each side. Try not to speed up. Final one. And bring your knees back in. That was superb. Okay. You can now either choose, you've got no choice, Lucy, either single leg stretch or a single straight leg stretch. So single straight leg stretch, we're coming back into our double knee fold position. Okay. Hands either side of the knees once again in your curl up. Now lengthen both legs, but one leg goes up towards the ceiling and one leg is coming towards me. That's it. Hands go behind the shin or the thigh. And now what we're going to do is scissor our legs. So one leg goes, that's great. Lovely, nice and smooth. Reaching that leg away. So you're trying to reach through the toe, get lots of lovely length. So you're like scissoring your legs. Can you bring your leg any higher? Yes, that's it. So use your hands to support the leg as it brings in. Good. Okay, let's go 3. And 2, lovely. You're getting much more smooth and flowing now. It's a lovely deep core exercise that's giving you that lovely hamstring stretch as well. Fantastic. Last one. And then bring both legs in and place your head down. Good. How was that?
Good.
Well done. Right. Final exercise in our series of 5. Again, this is optional. You can do this with either a single leg or a double leg. The double leg is much more load on your spine. Coming back into your curl up position. Okay. Your legs are both going up towards the ceiling now. Well done. Hands behind your head. Your head is supported. Now with the single leg version, all Lucy is going to do is lower one heel down towards the floor, keeping the other leg totally still. Lift that leg back up and swap over. Keep the leg long. Try not to bend the knee. Yes. Okay. That's the single leg version.
Okay.
Yeah. Double leg version, both legs together. Use your deep core muscles. Don't let this go into your back. Is that all right?
Just.
Yeah. Have a rest. Is that your back?
No, that's floor.
Oh, phew, I was going to say. Okay, so if you feel this going into your back, make the movement smaller. So just pause there and then lift. Okay, 3 more. So you can really adapt this one depending on how you feel. Lucy's doing a great job of avoiding swinging her legs. Make sure you breathe. Last one, is that feeling all right?
Just about.
Okay, back in, bring the knees in. That is the floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, okay. So hip roll now. So you can have a lovely rest of your hip roll. Knees together, arms out. Take your legs over to one side. Very good. And enjoy that stretch. So could you feel it in your back on the single leg one?
Not so much on the single leg, but with the double leg it was hard on the back.
Okay, so I think you probably need to work on that a bit more then.
Yeah.
Because
That's
ideally what we want to do is make sure that Lucy can really control both legs with her deep core muscles, because that's going to support her in everyday life, lifting things, lifting dogs, lifting children, and also running, just to make sure she's nice and stable. It's really interesting though, because you've been so strong throughout.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for saying that.
Well, you are. It's true. Last one to each side here, and then we're going to finish off with a lovely spinal extension. Good. And final one to the other side. Well done. And back through to centre. Fantastic. So you're going to roll yourself over onto your front now. Okay, and you're going to set yourself up ready for a cobra prep. So legs are apart, toes pointing out. Breastbone down on the floor, hands either side of the mat with a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Yeah, so just widen your hands slightly. Yeah, nose on the floor. Now you're going to imagine that you've got a marble in front of your nose. You're going to push that away from you and then lift up as far as you can without lengthening your arms. So you're sending your breastbone forward, tummy muscles up and in, legs are relaxed behind you. Take a breath in here and lower back down onto the floor. So you can probably see, actually you're probably doing this yourself so you won't see, Lucy's got a lovely extension at the lumbar spine, but her extension around the back or the rib cage is a little bit restricted. Does that feel right for you?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you might have different movement here, but for Lucy this is going to be a really nice one to try and encourage that extension. You can already see a little bit more each time. So even though Cobra Prep might be the one that you prefer, it's really important to do this to try and get that equal extension through the spine rather than just relying on the area where it's super bendy for you. 2 more times here. So you can feel, hopefully, that you're getting that lovely movement in the spine. When we go into our full-on Cobra, try and replicate that movement before going into the lumbar spine. That's great. Let your legs relax on the floor and down. Now, full-on Cobra. So you're going to slide away, lift, there we are, and lengthen the arms up. Shoulders coming down, toe muscles up and in. Breathe in here, and now really try and lengthen yourself down one bone at a time. Brilliant, letting your elbows come down, head and neck come down last of all. That was great. Going to go into that again. So again, sequential extension of the spine. This is such a lovely one for your posture. Really nice for the posterior line of the body as well, and to open out through the front of the hips. So if you suffer from tight hip flexors at the front of the legs and the hips, this is a great one to give them a gorgeous stretch. That's it. And lower down, well done. Okay, was that the floor again?
Yeah.
Okay, phew. Okay, 2 more times here. Let's try and go a little bit higher if you wish. There we are, good. Pause. Lower back down, and we'll do our final one here. Sliding away, lifting all the way up, very good. And lengthen back down onto the floor, well done. Tuck your nose underneath you, and now bring your feet together. And I'd like you to push your bottom back over your heels and reach your arms forward to come into your child's pose position. That's it, sending your bottom back, lovely, arms forward. Oh, that looks tight. How is it?
Good.
Okay, great. So just relaxing here. As you breathe in wide and deep into your rib cage. You're trying to really open out through the back of the spine. Good. A couple more breaths. And last one. Well done. Okay, and then we can come around through to a seated position, and I'd like to come around and sit however suits you best. So sitting yourself there. Okay, how do you feel now in comparison with when you started?
Good. Yes, I'm more relaxed and stretched out, but also feel like I've done some core work.
Yes, there was quite a lot of core in there. Okay, so we're going to take our final breaths here. So sitting nice and tall, take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring both arms up. Lovely big stretch. Great. And press the air away. Well done. Okay, we're going to go one more time here. All the way up, reaching through. Big stretch. Press the air away. Done. Give yourself a clap. That was superb. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you really enjoyed that class and found that the tips I was giving Lucy really helped you as well. Next week, we're going to be back for some standing work. So really nice for your hamstrings as well. So have a great week. Take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you once again.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.